What's going on, true believers? And you see it and you know what today is. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means. Top five Thursdays. And this week's episode, or should I say content, Hail Mary touchdown passes. My top five Hail Mary touchdown passes. Again, not in no specific order. And again, these are my top fives. So without further ado, let's go. What's going on there, guys? Top five Thursdays. And thanks to what was a crazy week 8 and just remarkable play that is still being viral to this day. Uh I came up with Hail Mary touchdown passes. So out the history of Hail Mary, I don't know, it haven't been that many in the NFL, believe it or not. But I think less than 100, definitely. But without further ado, as we always start off with our honorable mentions, and trust me, again, I got three honorable mentions, and here they go. One is 2020, during the pandemic, uh, Buffalo visiting Arizona, and Hopkins jumping over three Buffalo Bills. Yes, that was a Hail Mary. It was one against three. I don't know where the rest of his teammates was at, but uh this was incredible to just show you like the determination that Hopkins had, especially on this day. This put them. I don't know what happened. The Cardinals and Hopkins and Murray, but that should have been a special tandem for years to come. But this was special right here. The next one happened this year. Monday Night Football. Mr. Hail Mary himself, Aaron Rodgers. And again, Buffalo's a victim of it. But the end of the first half where they looked like they had no stroke, no nothing. And Aaron Rodgers for 52 yards hit Lazard and put them back in the game, actually. Um, Momentum shift for them on that game. And finally, we go into Jacksonville. I think the Houston Texans do not want to remember this, but here it is. Like, Garage just threw it up there. And the dude did a smart thing. He like volleyball spiked it, but he spiked it into the receiver's hands. And yeah, one of the most memorable Hail Marys in regular season to end regulation. Uh Interesting, there's a lot, but I had to narrow it down to five. So without further ado, let's go with, again, not in no actual order, but if I'm going to start it off, I'm going to start off with the one that coined the phrase Hail Mary, and that is Mr. Roger Staubach, Captain America, one the quarterback that actually is responsible for why we call the Cowboys, or the media or Cowboy fans call the Cowboys America's team. Captain America right there. Um, it was a divisional playoff game against Minnesota. Minnesota was dominant around this time. You got to remember this: the '70s. Minnesota was dominant in the late '60s, midway '70s, right? And Dallas was coming to age, and one miracle, and it took, and damn it, Might as well just let's see if I can show y'all. Instead of talking about it, I can just show y'all.
Right here. Well, the Cowboys need a miracle. Roger.
I'm sorry. Let me do that again.
Right here. Well, the Cowboys need a miracle. Roger. He's going long. Down the near sideline for Drew Pearson. Pearson makes the catch at the 5. Touchdown. What you believe it? Staubach hit Pearson.
And people that still talk about it was a push off. It was a push off, Drew. You know it was. But that was the play that coined the phrase. It been plays before then that had the Hail Mary with it, but that was the one that coined the phrase Hail Mary. So that's my first one. My second one, I just showed you him in a Jet uniform, but he did this shit 3 other times in a Packer uniform. Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna start calling him Mr. Hail Mary because I think he got the most Hail Mary touchdown passes than anybody in NFL history. I think he got 4, but his best one was the day after his birthday against Detroit, and I think that game was a Thursday night game, and it cost Detroit the playoff berth and kept the Packers alive. So without further ado, I mean, I could have chose the one against this team right here in the playoffs, which kind of cursed them for I don't know how long, or the playoff game, but they lost. But this one was special because it was the first one. It was the first one. So let's just show it.
Rodgers in trouble. Going to get there. He turned 32 yesterday. Does he have a vintage moment in him? In the end zone. It is caught for the win. Richard Rodgers.
Against the rival at that. But Aaron Rodgers is a legend. He's not playing it like so as a recording, but he still got that arm. As I showed you earlier this season, he threw one at Monday Football before the half. So the next guy, I'm not playing favorites. It is one of my favorite Hail Marys. And yes, it's a Giant. And yes, it's Eli freaking Manning. Eli Manning, yes, it's very questionable if he's a Hall of Famer. He is eligible this year. But in the playoffs, Eli played elite. Especially it was 2011 playoff, but it was actually 2012. But divisional round against a 15-1 Packers who was trying to go to repeat. They had the momentum, and the Giants also had momentum because they just destroyed the Falcons a week earlier, 24-2 in the wild card at home. But it's coming to the frozen tundra. And Eli, last time he was there, he pretty much sent Bret Hart packing. Now he's facing Aaron Rodgers, who is coming off an MVP season. And then momentum happened. You remember the regular season game of that? That's when Eli and the Giants said, you know what, fuck it. We're going all out. And they almost beat the undefeated at the time Packers. Then this happened, and it just shifted the momentum. Yeah, let me just go there.
Giants field goal. Be a 55-yard try from here, and now instead they're going for it all. The pass is caught for the touchdown. Unbelievable. Hakeem Nicks on a last-second heave by Eli Manning.
Just want you to remember this. Charles Woodson, Hall of Famer, was back there. And yeah. So they went to the half by 10. They kept the momentum going, and they left Lambeau victors to go to the conference championship to face the 49ers, and that sparked the momentum going their way. Next one, that's 3. Next one, it's the redhead stepchild, but not how he is now. But when he was a Bengal, Andy Dalton. Andy, remember he came in and he had to replace Carson Palmer, and he did a good job. He did a good job. I mean, they win no playoff games, but it changed the franchise a little bit. And gave him some receivers. And he actually hit 2 of these Hail Marys, but only one would come on. The first one I liked was against Cleveland. I liked it, but this one I like better. Let's go to the videotape, please.
Ready to go. Here we go. Dalton going for it all. Tipped in the air. Caught by the Bengals. A.J. Green.
I like that one better. Him and AJ Green had great chemistry. I like that one because it was at Baltimore, and it forced them to go to overtime. They was not playing good the whole game, and forced them to go to overtime. And you didn't think the Bengals was going to leave Baltimore with the victory. I think they did. My memory kind of shot on that game, but it is what it is. And last but not least, well, it's the reason why I'm doing this damn video. I might as well give it some shine. My potential rookie of the year this year. Yeah, he's playing like this. He got it. Rookie of the year. Mr. Daniels. Jaden Daniels, that is. If you didn't see it, it's all over the place. I even did a short on it because it was an unbelievable ending. If you didn't see it, well, I'm going to show it to you again.
Display, and it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line, and the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh my goodness! This town is going crazy! It's a mad...
Let me add more to this. So after all of this, you've seen footage of a certain player taunting. I think I said it in my podcast too. Taunting Washington fans. And he's the one that tipped the ball to the receiver. Karma's a bitch. But that's my top 5. That's my top 5 this week. So, again, you don't have to agree with it. If you don't agree with it, what is your top 5 Hail Mary touchdown passes? Or do you agree with it? Or do you want to shift it and replace 1 or 2, maybe 3 of the top 5 plays? But until then, I don't know what's the next episode. So, please stick around and we'll find out together. But I must bid you adieu. I'm your boy Enforcer, Mr. Attention Getter. This is Top 5 Thursdays. See you next week. Let's fucking go. Peace.